Hello. We would like to talk about our failure in entrepreneurship. We used to own Gipsy Scarlet, an online retailer of ladies' clothing, also known colloquially as a blog shop. We have agreed to let our story be used as a case study, but we are uncomfortable with having our names and voices be on video, so we requested for a machine voice recording to be used. Gipsy Scarlet was founded in 2012 by a lady called May, and we bought over the company in 2016 for $17,000. The company officially closed just a year later in 2017. We didn't make back the costs we spent on it. What's worse is that we are still stuck with the inventory and peripherals associated with the blog shop business, such as mannequins, bubble wrap, and envelopes. What went wrong? Firstly, the consumer market had changed its preferences, and we were not aware of it. We were still buying actively from other blog shops, and although our preferences didn't change, other consumers' preferences did change. We were not aware of it. So what changed? Well, the blog shop industry was on the decline. Only after we bought it did we realize that many of the suppliers in City Plaza had closed down. Only after we bought it did we realize that many of our competitors, that is, other blog shops, were also closing down. Retail outlets were also closing down, apparently. But we were certain that ladies still needed to wear clothes, right? So where were they shopping? After doing some market research, we discovered that consumers were concentrating their purchases on specific retail outlets and blog shops. It used to be that consumers targeted their purchases towards the styles that they liked, and bought from any blog shop or retail outlet that sold the specific items that they wanted. Now, they focused on specific retail outlets and blog shops. Why? Because the major players in the retail and blog shop markets had either evolved to only focus on a certain style or brought in clothing of many different styles. Blog shops like Allwood Envy started to focus on the edgy or rebellious style, while H&M has many styles for many consumers to choose from. Gipsy Scarlet was neither focused on one style nor selling many different styles. Thus, while consumers would just log on to the website of the blog shop they liked, or walk into any H&M store, there was no motivation for consumers to log on to GipsyScarlet.com. We did try very hard to increase our market presence. We posted on Instagram every day. We promoted our Facebook page. We launched new collections every week. We even paid influencers like Charlotte Lum to wear our clothes as a form of advertisement. But the sales that came in were still dismal. We didn't have a business plan to begin with. We just thought that we could take over from the founder and carry on the operations like how she did. That would be perfectly fine in fair weather. But the downside to that is that we didn't have a contingency plan in case something went wrong. Now we are left with tons and tons of clothing that have not been sold. It's taking up valuable space and we have no idea what to do with them. The advice we would like to give to young entrepreneurs is this. Firstly, buying over an existing company does not guarantee success. Neither does starting fresh with a new company. What one should always do is to be very, very sure that customers will buy your products. No matter what products or skills or ideas you can sell, if no one is willing to buy it, you will still not sell. Just look at how many intelligent people there are in this world who died poor. People like Karl Marx, Nikola Tesla, Vincent van Gogh, Edgar Allan Poe, Socrates, Oscar Wilde, Herman Melville, and so many others. They were intelligent, but no one was willing to pay for their ideas and skills. Not in their lifetimes, at least. We really recommend starting your entrepreneurship as a hobby first, instead of as a career. That means, try your hand at it for fun first. Do not commit until you get a strong signal from potential buyers that they will be willing to fork out money for your product. Secondly, always have flexible plans. Most importantly, have a flexible budgeting plan, contingency plan, and exit strategy. A flexible budgeting plan allows one to shift monies from one cost area to another. The cost saved from one area can contribute towards the profit center. We didn't have that. We just kept on paying for merchandise, peripherals, and advertisement costs. We kept track of our expenditure and hoped that the revenue will come in to turn a profit, but it never did. We should have set specific budgets for each cost area, with the option of shifting monies between cost areas. We did have a basic SWOT analysis, you know. SWOT: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, but that is not enough. We needed contingency plans for each decision point. It applies to big decisions such as should we have bought over the company? If profits don't turn in 6 months, what should we do? It applies to small decisions such as should we buy this particular dress to sell? If this doesn't sell in 1 month, what should we do? We didn't have any other way to exit besides just closing down the company. Now we're stuck with tons and tons of dresses, rompers, tops and bottoms just sitting doing nothing. Remember, do not attempt anything without a solid plan.